Good day, class. So this is our continuation of our discussion about philosophy and critical thinking. So in this lecture, I'm just going to give an encapsulation and discuss briefly the foundation or the underpinnings, or let's say the basic concepts of critical thinking. Okay, so let's get things started. Now, in this portion, I want you to pause this video and try to answer this critical thinking drill. That is 20 items. This is not recorded nor graded, but I want you to attempt or try to answer this so that you might have an idea about how critical thinking really is all about and how can we go over with it. Okay, so that's it. Pause this and try to answer this in your own. Now, let's try to check your answers from the previous slide. Okay, so here are the answers. First is decision, that's split decision. There are three age, that's the underlined is in the middle, so that is middle age. One after another arrow down and one, so one after another. Then the chief editor or editor-in-chief, then T222, that's T for 2, that's bigger and better. We have Tennessee. Number 8, moral support, because you can see there that is not 3 there. That is actually like a pillar of a building. So that's a support of a building. So moral support. Then get it, that's times 4. So 4, get it. Number 10, that's the font of the talk there is small. That's why small talk. Then we also have here the breed, two words, but it's cross-sectional, so that is cross-breed. Then we have there half-hearted. 13 is mixed metaphor. 14 is it's on the side, that's sideshow or slideshow. Then we have travel overseas kasi nasa taas yung travel over the letter C. So travel overseas. Then 16, that's top secret because the arrow is pointing the top word secret. Then number 17, that's plainless operation. Then 18 is get up and go. 19 is see for, kasi apat yun, that's for yourself. And 20, that's Jack, it's inside the box. So Jack in the box. Now, the lesson outcomes is very simple, okay, class? So these are to distinguish whether a statement is a fact or opinion. We're already done with it, so we might skip that outcome. But on the second part is you will be able to explain what it means to think critically. Number 3 is to demonstrate critical thinking in analyzing and in reading, and as well as to justify or explain or defend your stand on philosophical issues. Now, again, what is critical thinking? The basic idea for this class is it came from the word critic, okay, from the root word critic, and it comes from the Greek word criticus, which means able to judge, discern, and evaluate. From the moment, class, that we judge something, we are being critical. We are being critical. So that's why we refer to yung mga judges in yung pageants, di ba? Mga judges sa movie reviews, sa contest, as critics because they provide sound judgment, evaluation, and decision on these fields or areas. Okay? Now, I have a question. Can anyone just be called a critic? The answer is absolutely no, class. For example, in a food competition, one can say that this viand or food is better than the other, or another could simply say, I like this better than that. However, are those examples enough to say that someone is thinking critically? Okay, so basically class, rush judgment or yung mga quick judgment natin, titingnan natin yung classmate, mali yung ginawa niya in just a quick manner for seconds without really looking or investigating the whole story. That is what we call quick judgment or rush judgment, minamadali. So that kind of judgment class is not critical thinking, because a judgment rendered in a rush without much consideration would be considered less critical, if not critical. This is because the type of thinking done have less effort and prudence. When we say prudence, dapat you endow good judgment. And ito, less effort pag rush judgment at saka lack po yung prudence specifically in the deliberation process. That's why quick or rush judgment is not critical thinking. So, what would make one a critical thinker? One would be a critical thinker when active thinking is practiced. Okay? You should have active thinking. Dito na papasok yung philosophy, kasi philosophy, it's really the consciousness of your mind to think or to use human reason alone. So, being an active thinker or a philosopher who always speculates instead of a passive thinker who relies upon intuitions and instincts. Di ba yun say intuitions, kung ano yung unang papasok sa isip natin, yun ang unang pinapaniwalaan natin. So that is class not part of being critical. So as a critical thinker, we need to speculate things. Okay? And this leads us to this what we call reflective thinking, because when you are being critical, you need to also reflect whether my decision is leading to an investigation or it's not relevant or not important. So we have this what we call Dewey. Si John Dewey po, he referred this reflective thinking as a suspension of judgment. So when we do reflective thinking, we suspend muna, surrender muna natin ang pagiging judgmental and examine, but instead we examine one's reason to investigate beliefs and conclusions. We will reflect on our mind if we are really looking into the investigation, or are we really doing this just for the sake of money, for the sake that he or she is your friend, or for the sake of popularity. But we need to be critical is really to look objectively on the things, okay, to weigh things, to verify the truth, no, and it needs a a a deliberate process, a deliberative process by looking into the intention. So when we clarify our intentions, we clarify our values, we clarify things, that is, this will lead us to much of kanang parang prepared po tayo to do critics to someone. Okay? So that's it. Now, meron po yung mga tinatawag nating qualities of a critical thinker or characteristics or mga katangian ng isang critical thinker or philosopher. Ito po yung mga halimbawa dito, but ito po, these are some of the examples of critical thinker or characteristics of a critical thinking are embedded there. But what traits written below would you ascribe to a critical thinker? So think of it. Of course, if you chose open-minded, you're correct. Considerate, yes. Opinionated, that's no. Being analytical, wise, that's true. Doubtful o yung magduha-duha, it's not. Meticulous, yes. Insightful, yes. Humble as well, yes. Anarchic, no. Curious, independent thinkers, yes. Passionate, yes. And self-aware, yes po. Yung mga na yes ko, these are some of the traits, if not all, these are some of the traits of a critical thinker. Okay? So, ito po, when we do critical thinking, meron po tayong mga activities sa mind na nangyari. When we do critical thinking, we have 3 activities. We analyze, we evaluate, and we argue. Ito po yung analysis, evaluation, and argumentation. Una po tayo sa analysis. Ito po yung analysis. This is very important, especially when you answer a philosophical exam or a test in philosophy. This means that the concept is reduced to its parts to examine in closer detail. It came from the word analysis, a Greek word which roughly translates to loosening, breaking down, or unraveling. Now, class, this is also an attempt to understand the foundation and compositional elements of a certain concept. This is true, but highlight this word. It means to deconstruct, decode a meaning, and we break down a certain concept into easily digestible and understandable pieces. So, analysis is about breaking down. If you have a pizza, you broke it down or you divide it into pieces so that it will be manageable, so that maraming makakain ng pizza, because it would be impossible for a person to eat a whole pizza without even chunking it, di ba? Or breaking down it into several pieces. So analysis is to break down so that yung malalaking concept, mas minimal na po siya at ma-easy natin yung ma-abstract or ma-absorb. Okay? That is analysis. So we're doing this every day for us to better understand the whole. Diba? Sometimes when we are arguing, so wait muna, let's try to put it at ease. Let's figure this out step by step. So when you figure this out step by step, you are doing analysis. Now, we have this what we call class. Sorry for that. We have this what we call evaluation. In evaluation, it means that it came from the word evaluate, diba? It means when we evaluate, we are identifying or determining the value. So it came from the French word evaluer. It is the act of appraising or valuing. It is achieved when we rate, score, or appraise something. So pinapahalagahan natin yung isang bagay. So especially, for example, yung performance niyo sa physical education or sa PE ninyo, nire-rate kayo ng teacher ninyo kung gaano kayo magaling sumayaw or gaano kayo na-execute yung mga steps, no? So that is what we call giving or rating a score, a rate from 1 to 10. So from the moment that someone will rate it or judge, that is evaluation. And evaluation makes one a critical thinker because of the tedious thinking process involved before rendering a judgment. So not vote directly but evaluate each candidate based on their qualifications and credentials before deciding who to vote. It's not on the popularity of the candidate. So that is an example, class, in especially when we cast our votes, especially during the electoral season or electoral period, yung election na po, we are evaluating, okay? But not based on popularity, but based on their credit or credentials. Now, last is we have argumentation. So, sa argumentation po, one supports his convictions and claims through reason and evidence. So, it involves drawing conclusion from a set of reasons to convince a person to side with a certain position. From the moment that you convince someone or persuade someone to believe in your statements, you are doing argumentation. Kasi sa argumentation, napakahalaga po yung assertion. You are asserting something na totoo.